built in 1946 at Torquay or Belbrae.
So we've got photographs. H working on the boat as a little tacker in overalls.
I was 11.
Well, all we were doing, it didn't want much fixing up at all initially.
Yep.
In fact, I don't think I did anything. But when Howard when it was on the block of ground, we were fitting another engine into it.
Oh, okay.
A 6 horsepower diesel, and that's what we were doing at the time.
Oh, okay.
That's why the boat was home there, and the petrol engine was taken out and the small diesel put in.
Initially when you found her, once you got her out of the sand, she wasn't really in such bad condition.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So
I don't remember doing anything physically to the hull.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
He had it for a few years, and he had it in Geelong at Western Beach. I remember sailing it as a kid, and I was scared because it was leaning over so much. And then he, I think he had it about 3 or 4 years. Then he moved it down to Point Road Night because he was a mechanic, and he decided he wanted to be a professional fisherman.
It was his dream.
Deborah D is a beach boat. They have similar things in England where they pull the boats out like we did there. And she, like a cooter boat, a normal cooter boat would probably draw close to 6 foot of water. They're very deep. The Deborah D draws 22 inches of water. And she was specifically designed to come back through the surf, and when the waves go out, she'd just sit there and not fall over. If you had a cooter boat, she'd fall over inside and smash the planks in. But she didn't do that.
And he fished off the beach for a few years.
Yeah, it's probably more than a few. I remember it was longer. So every morning the boat would get launched.
Off the beach.
The difficulty when you launched her, she used to go backwards in the water, and there was a danger of a wave breaking over and put a lot of water in her. So as soon as she floated, I used to grab hold of the jibboom and swing her nose right round. And when she faced the sea, I used to have the engine all set, ready to start, and the oars in. And then I'd jump in, then row her out past the break, and then put my dry clothes on, which I had in a plastic bag.
They started off with a hand winch, which they used to winch it up the beach.
Which is amazing after a day's fishing that you do.
And then they got sick of that, so they motorised it. And the grandfather used to come down and operate the winch, and they'd tow the boat up onto the sand.
It was too complicated working in there. We had to have a dinghy on the shore, we had to leave it there, and so I decided to bring it to Queenscliff. So I brought her right round and tied her up at Queenscliff.
Yep.
And she was there for quite a while, and then I sort of started to get a bit serious about, it looks like I was going to get a licence.
Because you were still at Shell now.
I was still working shift work, and the Fisheries and Wildlife Officer said, we don't know anything about it. He said, I don't think it'll do any good. So I kept at him, and he said to me, I'll give you a licence if you can prove to me that you can earn just as much as you're earning now in a week. So I thought, this is it. So I brought her to Anglesey. We'd arranged to put a winch on the beach, and we started. I was working afternoon shift. Used to go down in the morning and roll her off the beach into the water, go out and check the cray pots, and then pull her back home. I'd back up the beach and go back to work. And that went on for quite a while until I decided that I'm either going to be really serious or may as well do it proper.
So did you manage to make your week's wages?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh good.
And there it was. I just continued on from there.